Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Foreign Blood TV. Today we're going to talk about Miss West Endy. You guys, every time before I do a video, you got to remember I give life lessons in real life. And I ain't soft about it. So what I do on here is really soft. I mentor in real life, the worst of the worst, up to the age 35. You know, it is what it is. But every time before I do a video, I think, what is the point I want to deliver? Because West Endy ain't the only West Endy. And just because some of us are grown, there's some of us watching that are still trying to find their way through life. So my videos are for those that are still trying to find their way through life. I'm just giving them the game. I'm giving them life answers. I'm giving them answers that they ain't even came to the problems yet. But I'm trying to knock it out so they ain't got to get to them problems. Because the thing is, life, you learn life through making bad decisions, pretty much. But I'm a firm believer that you ain't got to make every bad decision. You ain't got to, because we don't think about the repercussions 2 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line. But here we go. Let's get into it. One thing I want West Endy to consider, or any other young person to consider, raising children is hard. You can teach your child and show your child the right way, and they can still stray off. It's a different day. These are different children. They're built different. But as a single woman, certain things, especially when you're raising boys, you're raising girls, your children are watching you. Even when you think they're not watching you, even when you think you're just doing harmless little things, your children are seeing everything. So as a single woman, what you have to remember is when you're raising boys, you're kind of showing your boys what to look for in a woman. Does that make sense? So you're showing your boys right now it's okay to find a woman like you that doesn't have her stuff together, walking around unclothed, all on the internet, how a woman should carry herself, how a woman should conduct herself. Would you want your boys to date a woman just like you? Let's be real. Do you really want your boys to date a woman that can't pay their own bills? See, it's all good when it's you. But do you want your boys dating a woman that can't pay their bills, don't have no priorities, ain't willing to work, ain't willing to do this? See, it's all fun and games when it's you, but what about when this affects your boys? I'm just saying, because you're showing them what a woman should be. I'm not showing them. Your subscribers ain't showing them. You're showing them. So you're showing them, hey, it's okay to go get trash and try to wife it. It's okay to go have a baby by this person. And even though they don't have no goals, ambitions, just spread seeds all over. It don't matter who you're breeding with. You know, see, we got to think about these things. Now, something else I want you to remember. If you're dating a man, any type of man, they're going to want you to have some sort of respect for yourself. And you have that in no form or fashion. You don't think your baby's dad sees Thomas taking care of the other baby while he comes and sees, while you go and see him, or when you guys are in the house, or you don't think your baby's dad, he's complaining about it. You're walking it, he comes into your house, it's filthy. He don't like, okay, men don't like a filthy house. They don't. They don't like women that don't clean. They don't like women that, don't care. That's not wife material. It's just not. Every time you come online, it's like soft corn almost. You got your whole breast hanging out all the way down to the nipple, and half the time we're getting half the nipple action. Because you think for some reason we need to see this. I could see if you had exercise clothes on, or, just listen. You went about them tatas for you, not for the world to see. Nobody cares. Okay, only person. The attention you think you're getting isn't the attention you really want. In your mind, you think the attention you're getting is what you're supposed to get. But if you knew better, you do better, okay? Your man has a problem, like most men would have a problem, with their lady running around half naked. How do you get online for millions of people and you're half naked? Once again, you don't have exercise clothes on. You didn't just come from a dance class. You're always laying in the bed with your tatas out. Why would you do that? Now, here's another thing. You went and did this swimsuit thing. You knew he would have a problem with it. But you being thirsty because you think as a woman, you didn't do that for us women. Because as women, we've tried on millions of bathing suits, millions of clothes. We're not new to this. We don't care how you look in a swimsuit. You did that for your men, your man base, okay? All that says about you is you don't understand you don't understand the type of attention you deserve. You only know how to get the attention that you don't deserve. And in your mind, you're like, any attention is better than no attention. You want to be seen as this little sex kitten, you want to just, that only goes so far at West Endy. Thus, that's why you're in the situation you're in, and you have the 3 baby daddies. Nobody really wants to be around because the way you perceive yourself to men, you haven't perceived yourself to be anything more than an easy lay. I mean, let's just call that thing a thing and let's keep it real. What about you says, make me your wife? What about you says, I handle my business? What about you says, I take care of my children correctly? What about you says, I'm a go-getter? What about you says, I'm the best woman out there. Choose me. Don't choose her. What says that? What, because you say that? Sometimes we perceive ourselves to be something, and we might not even necessarily be that. It's something we've told ourselves. Oh, I need to be wife. I'm the greatest. I'm the best. Nobody could do what I do. I'm better than this. I'm better than that. No. That's something you told yourself. That doesn't mean that's true. That's something you told yourself. Sometimes we need to come into reality, realize who we are, what we came from, where we're trying to go. You come on here every day and you disrespect yourself with the begging. You think it's cute that people will pay your bills? You think it's cute that you can just beg day after day after day? When the majority of the people that have common sense and they've got past and they've watched you enough to know the games you play, we're all kind of looking at you like, because we all go to work every day. You know how many of us have had to work pregnant? Do you know how many of us have had to work sick? Do you know how many of us have had to work with terminal diseases? Do you know illnesses? Do you know how many of us have had to work with mental health issues? Do you know how many of us have had to work and be homeless? Do you know how many of us? Do you know how many elders work? 60, 70, still working. Can barely even walk. Can barely even stand up. So you want this special exception for you and only you? But the truth is life in everybody. And we all have to do what we have to do. And we're wondering why you don't have to do what you need to do. We're wondering why you don't have enough respect to stand as a woman. Where, to think you'd want the world to love you for the woman you are. Instead, the world knows you for the woman you're not. Pay attention. The world don't love you for the woman you are. The world is laughing at you for the woman you are not. I'm just saying. Just saying. Think about it. If you knew better, you do better. Just saying. Happy Saturday, y'all. I love y'all. Kisses and hugs from Granny Girl.